With so many food delivery apps to choose from, how can you know which option's best? I'll be comparing two of the most popular food delivery apps in the US to see which one takes the cake. This is DoorDash versus Uber Eats. I'll be ordering food from both apps, walking through their interfaces, and comparing pricing, customer service, and restaurant options so you can decide which food delivery service is the apple of your eye. There are three different fees that these apps apply: a delivery fee, a service fee, and in some cases, a small order fee. The delivery fee for both of these apps can change based upon factors like time of day and restaurant distance. In my experience, DoorDash typically charges a lower service fee than Uber Eats. If your order is below a certain amount, both of these apps will also apply a small order fee of about $2 to $3. I've found DoorDash to have a lower order minimum than Uber Eats, but this depends on where you live. From these numbers, it seems like DoorDash is the cheaper option, but I'll of course be testing this when I place my order a little later on. I've been using these services without a subscription, but both offer one in select cities. For DoorDash, it's Dash Pass, and for Uber Eats, it's Eats Pass. They're both $10 a month and waive the delivery fee for many restaurants. The key differences are that Dash Pass also offers reduced service fees for orders above $12, while Eats Pass offers a 5% discount on orders above $15. And if you have a Chase Sapphire card, you can also get Dash Pass at no cost for up to 2 years. All right, now that we've gone through some important logistics, let's take a closer look at these apps. Now, upon first open, these apps look pretty similar. They both have filters at the top of the homepage that allow you to sort by things like price range and delivery time, and they both have icons that allow you to find more specific items, like, for instance, fast food. That being said, I did start to notice some differences once I began looking for restaurants. As I started scrolling, I liked how the restaurant thumbnails on Uber Eats gave a lot of information without taking up too much space. They list things like price range, the kind of food offered, and restaurant ratings, making the type and quality of the food clear before you even tap on a restaurant. DoorDash, on the other hand, only displays the restaurant name and the delivery time and fee. While they do start to give more information on pricing, the kind of food, and restaurant ratings as you scroll down, I wish this level of detail was more consistent across the entire homepage. Both apps sort restaurants into categories, like national brands, popular local restaurants, and newly added options. DoorDash also has a convenience and grocery category, while Uber Eats has a brand new essentials category. Now, Uber just purchased Postmates, an app that's known in part for offering exactly these kinds of essential convenience and grocery items. So the addition of this category on Uber Eats makes a lot of sense. Both apps may also highlight Black-owned restaurants you can support without a delivery fee for the rest of 2020. It's also important to note how both of these apps handle customer service. On the DoorDash app, there's a support page with phone numbers, a live chat, and frequently asked questions. On the other hand, it's a lot more difficult to find individualized support on the Uber Eats app. While there are many pages dedicated to answering FAQs, there's no general chat support option. So you've finally found the restaurant you want to order from. Let's take a look at the menu. The menus on both DoorDash and Uber Eats have an infinite scroll with a navigation bar at the top. But DoorDash also allows you to click on the list icon on the left-hand side of the screen to see the menu organized into categories. I appreciate this option because when I'm reading a menu, I'm normally looking for specific things. So I like that DoorDash has a view that allows me to quickly locate, say, appetizers or dinner items without having to scroll through anything first. Currently, DoorDash and Uber Eats are offering a no-contact delivery option that involves your food being dropped off at your door. When you're checking out, both apps will also prompt you to tip your driver, but you can do this after your delivery too. Both DoorDash and Uber Eats have faced scrutiny over how they handle their drivers' tips, But one foolproof, socially distant way to tip your driver is to leave a little cash at your doorstep. To pay for your meal, you'll have the option to use your credit or debit card and Apple Pay if you're on iOS. DoorDash takes Google Pay if you're on Android, and both services take PayPal. Uber Eats also accepts Venmo and Uber Cash. All right, so now that we've walked through both of these apps, let's place an order. So here's my plan. I'm gonna order 2 burritos using Uber Eats at around 3 p.m. and another 2 burritos from the same restaurant through DoorDash at around 3:30 p.m. And in the meantime, I will be waiting. All right, so it has been a hot second, but I now have my food. Let's talk about how it arrived. Now, I don't want to focus too much on circumstances that are likely to vary from driver to driver, but I will say that for both of these apps, my food arrived within the time specified. Now, in my delivery instructions for both apps, I specified that I wanted my food left on the first floor deck of my house. And while my DoorDash driver followed this instruction, my Uber Eats driver did not, resulting in a few minutes of searching. That being said, I'm not going to hold this against my Uber Eats driver because my house is admittedly a little difficult to navigate. And my final note on how my food arrived, while burritos are pretty easy to transport, I will say that these arrived in great shape. All right, while I am super excited to try this food, let's first talk about how much it costs. Earlier, I predicted that DoorDash would be the cheaper option because they typically charge a lower service fee than Uber Eats. I also noted how final costs could be affected by the fact that the delivery fees for both apps can fluctuate based upon time of day and restaurant distance. Here is what I found. I ordered 2 California burritos from a Mexican restaurant about 2 miles away from me. And to my surprise, DoorDash was actually $3 more expensive than Uber Eats. Now, I wasn't expecting this result, but I did place my order between 2 and 4 p.m., which are non-peak hours, and could have made my delivery fee a little lower. So I looked at what my final cost would have been if I ordered at lunch and dinner time. At lunch, Uber Eats was a lot more expensive than DoorDash because their delivery fee went from $3 to a whopping $12. This could be because lunch is a peak time and because there may not have been many drivers around. But at dinner time, the prices returned back to normal and DoorDash became more expensive again. Now, I know that delivery fees can vary based upon different factors, including distance. So I wanted to do some more digging and looked at what my final cost would have been if I ordered from 2 more restaurants, one slightly closer to me and one slightly further. When I looked at ordering 2 falafels from a Mediterranean restaurant a half a mile away from me, the final cost on DoorDash was always $5 more expensive than Uber Eats. This is because Uber Eats offers a special 99-cent delivery fee for this restaurant. So it pays to check both apps when you're looking for a place to eat. When I looked at ordering 2 burritos from a Mexican restaurant 4 miles away from me, DoorDash was only slightly cheaper during off-peak hours and dinner time. And at lunchtime, DoorDash got around $4 cheaper than Uber Eats because, interestingly, the delivery fee went from $7 down to $3. These results were interesting, but I don't think I can definitively say that one option's cheaper than the other because it really does just depend. I will say that if you're ordering for one, the fact that DoorDash often excludes the small order fee could make it a cheaper option for you. And both of these apps are also constantly offering different promotions. For instance, my mom just downloaded DoorDash, and the app is waiving her delivery fee for 30 days. And on Uber Eats, you can receive a $0 delivery fee by sharing your driver with a nearby customer. So now that all's said and done, which of these apps will I be reaching for most? Now, because I'm often ordering for one, and because I prefer DoorDash's menu layout and customer service options, this is the app that I tend to gravitate towards most. But if you're ordering for 2 or more people, like I did in this case, it becomes a lot harder to tell which app will be cheaper. So in all honesty, I'll probably always keep both DoorDash and Uber Eats downloaded on my phone and check both before placing an order to see which one's cheaper.